Hello and welcome to another episode of Live, Think, Grow. My name is ReginaOSilva and I help female coaches and lightworkers become full-time and thriving using spiritually infused mindset, marketing, and sales strategy. Now before we dive into today's episode, make sure you hit subscribe because every Thursday I post a free coaching business video just for you. I'm giving you information that sometimes only my clients receive. So you won't want to miss out on this. Hit that subscribe button. Now in today's episode, we will be going over the 5 qualities you need to be an industry-leading, soul-aligned coach. These 5 qualities that I will be discussing in this video, they're not what you think. And what they actually are the secret sauce to what will set you apart from just being any old average coach. And let's be real here, the coaching industry is going to continue to explode. So by watching this video, you're going to be one step ahead and understand what you really need to be embodying in order to be that top level coach. Now, not everyone gets to that top level, but you're not everyone. You are unique in this way and you are here to change the world. So take notes, get ready. These 5 qualities are about to blow your mind. The first quality, you need to work from your zone of genius. Not everything is your zone of genius. Meaning, not everything is that thing that makes you passionate, feel alive, and that feels just authentically something that you can do. Now, a lot of times coaches make this mistake and they don't work from their zone of genius. They're trying to should on themselves. They're trying to do something that isn't in alignment with who they really are. But by exploring your passions and understanding yourself, you're going to start to uncover, that thing that's like your zone of genius, your zone of excellence. This is what you are a rock star at. To give you an example, I am a rock star at infusing spirituality with business. I know that this is what sets me apart. All of the industry leading coaches are very well aware of their zones of genius. So it is really important that you take time to find what you are passionate about, what you basically get complimented for. It's usually an indicator of what your zone of genius is, and to work primarily from your zone of genius. Anything that is not in your zone of genius, you're gonna hire out in your business. So quick example, if it's not your zone of genius to edit videos, but it is to record meditations, you are going to focus on creating the content and then hire out that zone of genius to someone else's zone of genius. Does that make sense? The key here is to basically be working from a passionate, full aligned place. The second quality you need to be an industry-leading soul-aligned coach is you need to have your marketing and messaging on lock. As you start to evolve and become a 6-figure coach, you're going to start to notice that you're basically saying the same messaging over and over again a zillion different ways. So if you haven't taken time to really hone in on what your market and messaging is as a coach and your branding, etc., then you're going to be just like every other coach out there. Those coaches that are just kind of shooting in the dark. They don't know what they're doing. They are mediocre. They're trying to get clients, but it's not really working, right? The top industry leading coaches, they know exactly who they're talking to, what they're talking about, and what their branding is. It is very, very clear for them. So that's what you need to do in order to be at that caliber as well. The third quality you need is you need to know the importance of investment. I will say that without a doubt, this is one of the biggest ones, I think, in my opinion, that sets the top from the average, because those coaches who end up being, multiple $1 million coaches, we're talking like big, they know the value of investment. And speaking from my own experience, I would not have been able to hit 6 figures in my first year, continue to do that times 2, times 3 this year, if I didn't have that quality as well. You need to know that whatever money you're putting into the business, you're going to receive times 5, times 6, times 7, times 10, whatever that multiplying factor is that you desire. And so this looks like investing in your LLC at the beginning, a lawyer as you get bigger, eventually a web designer, and branding and photography, all of these little things that you might not be thinking of because this is an online space, but that is so important to help you get to the next level. So the top industry leading coaches, they don't even flinch when it comes to investing in their business. And just to share with you, that's why I've invested, over $45,000 in my business at this point. And you might be like, holy shit, that's like a year's salary. I know, but that's the only way that you can continue to exponentially grow. Money works for you when you value investing it. Do what you need to do to cultivate that money mindset to be okay spending thousands of dollars, especially at the beginning of your business. The fourth quality you need to have, you need to own your power, worth, and energy. This should come to no surprise to you because I talk about this all the time. It is part of my core messaging. Little inception move there. But it is a reality. You have to be fully comfortable with who you are and what you're offering as a coach, because energy does not lie. The people on the other side of the screen can feel you, and they can feel if they want to work with you and if you're building an empire or not. Industry leading coaches, think Tony Robbins, for instance, there's just that essence, that quality about him that you are magnetized to. It's because he owns his worth, his power, and his energy. So when you start to more fully embody yourself in that way, it becomes effortless to attract people into your sphere. People want to be like you, and they want to be around people like you. And as a coach, it's so important that you are firm in that. You know who you are. You know what you're doing. There is no fear. And if there is fear, you know how to overcome it. That's what's going to really set you apart. Which brings me to number 5. You need to fully understand the importance of energetics in your business. Just like I told you, energy doesn't lie. So when you start to look at your coaching business as this bigger zoomed out picture, one that actually does have a cause and effect relationship with you, your energy, your spirituality, your mindset, then you're going to understand that you can be a top level coach when you are in the energetic vortex and frequency to call that in. Let that sink in for a second. Because when you are fully in the energetic frequency that you are an industry leading coach, then guess what? You become an industry leading coach. And this is exactly the kinds of topics that I dive into as a coach, because it is not just about the business strategy. You have to have this quantum understanding of you and the energy that you're putting out in the world. That's what is going to magnetize being an industry leading coach, I think, more than anything else. So as you are on this journey, continue to be very mindful of the energy that you are carrying when it comes to yourself, comes to others, and your business. So, what do you think about those 5 qualities? Where do you notice some gaps in your business right now with those 5 qualities? Where could you improve on, right? Because this is a never-ending journey. But at the end of the day, trust and know that if you want it, it already happened. So I hope you liked this episode. Tune in next Thursday for another amazing free coaching session. Until next Thursday, happy living.